But in the meantime, welcome, and hopefully wherever you're at, you're staying warm and not getting snowed on too badly. Here in Chicago, it's kind of dry. There's no snow yet. And that's actually fine by me.
Yeah, and we're windy with fires, so
Oh, dang.
it's
Fire this time of year?
sorry.
Fire at this time of year?
Oh yeah, no, we're in Southern California. We have these Santa Ana winds come through, and they wreak havoc, just absolute havoc. The minute they get really fast, fires just start popping up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that was still happening this time of year. Wow.
Yeah, I know it seems a little late, honestly. Usually it's a little earlier than this, but this one was pretty bad and got really it's getting really got really close to Pepperdine University in Malibu.
Oh, right. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I mean, it's on the news, so it's scary.
Yikes. Oh,
But
that's
we've got rain and unexplainable drones the size of Buicks. But our governor has assured us we don't need to worry about it.
no.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I saw about that. Those drones are big.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we got to figure out what those are
Hmm.
pretty quick.
Like we hope they're ours, right?
Right, exactly.
I hope
But
they're from
I
this world.
haven't seen many recreational drones that are the size of a Buick. So
Right.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, it's 11:03. I mean, we have more people coming in. I'll keep watching the list, but yeah, let's go ahead and get the call started and get on with things. So yeah, welcome everyone to the December call, and it's good to see so many of you here. The agenda that we're going to run down. Oh, I'm looking at my screen here that has the slides, but it's right here. I was wondering why they weren't progressing. So we're going to talk about the small Y template release. And then we have representatives from YMCA 360 here, and they're going to deliver a demo that talks about some recent functionality and UI changes that have been added. But then I'm also going to just do the reminders I've been doing the last few calls about deprecations and dates that are associated with those. Um, and then after we talk about the usual sources for the community to reference, then Tom Gardner will be delivering an update from YUSA, and then we'll have time for question and answer following.
Awesome. All right. So a quick small Y release update. We finalized and pushed this release out earlier this week. I think it was done, or actually last week, on Thursday of last week. It includes a complete updated utility nav, mega menu, footer, breadcrumbs, banner. We've done a ton of changes to the common pages, accordions and alerts, amenities, mostly from a stylistic perspective. For those who are not on the small Y template, it is just a styling perspective to work better with small Ys. There is now a dedicated sandbox for the small Y template for locations that are kind of in that 2 to 3 branch location. It's got content set there to support their specific needs, and Andre has very kindly put in a link to the sandbox on there. We don't currently have a ton of demo content in there that we were hoping to get in before the end of the year, but there is some rudimentary pages built out and things like that to take a look at, and hopefully one day we'll be able to get in the broader templates. But you can definitely go in and take a look and use it however you would like, and work with a vendor to help you get you guys set up if that's something you're interested in. So from that point, what I'll do is pass it over to Y360 and they can take us through their presentation. I'm actually not sure who's presenting. Apologies.
that's going to be me, Mike.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everyone. Tom, you can go to the next slide if you want. So it's been a while, I think. I think we've done a few of these, but yeah, it's definitely been some time since we gave an update on this. So excited to do it. Had a lot of changes that have happened. So for anybody who's on the call that doesn't know about YMCA 360, we are a platform that YMCA has used to extend a host of features and functionality digitally to their members. Um, this is it's all included on web. It's on mobile platforms, as well as a number of TV operating systems as well that we've developed. The features include, very comprehensive on-demand content library, as well as um, in-person and live stream capabilities for scheduling. We have a points and rewards feature. We have a challenge feature, and we have a whole lot of other ones as well. In addition to that, we also have we built a wellness portal for corporate partnerships that associations can take advantage of. And then we also have what we call an in-studio product, which we developed a while back, which is pretty amazing schedule and playback system that we partnered with Apple on to develop. So in addition to that, we have as part of being a partner, we have a lot of great support, customer service support. We have a lot of great marketing materials for associations that they can use, and training materials as well. And we kind of do a lot of as a partner, we really spend a lot of time with those associations to make sure that they're up and running efficiently, and that along the way, along that journey, that we support them really, really well. So you go to the next one, Tom. So this kind of looks at the trajectory that we've been on, which has been a pretty high growth trajectory over the years. Is it? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Thanks. We are, we're currently at about, actually, I think we're closer to about 190 association partners across the movement, and I think closing in on about 700,000 active daily users. So the growth has been pretty huge. Like I said, you can see the trajectory right here from 2021, when we started really with kind of an on-demand, building an on-demand and live stream capabilities, as well as integrating into all the different CRMs that the Y has. I think we're up to about 13 different CRM integrations that we have done to support all the different associations. So that was kind of, how we started. And then we started moving in, really focusing on mobile and making sure that the mobile experience was best of breed. Somebody has it in their hands, that they can do a whole bunch of different, features and functionality with that. And that was our main focus moving forward. And then in 2023, we focused on adding some really great features to the platform. First one being schedules, a native scheduling tool that is super comprehensive, that members can take advantage of and have it right at their fingertips on mobile. We also built the wellness portal that I talked about earlier, which allows you to have corporate partnerships, and those corporations can now take advantage of YMCA 360 and actually have a portal to manage that with. In addition, we built a points and rewards feature. So YMCAs can set up points on the back end, and their members, for doing certain things, will receive points. And then as well, there's a rewards. We help them set up a rewards infrastructure on the back end, so that they can redeem those points for YMCA swag or whatever they want to give. And the combination of points and rewards and and challenges. We also gave the ability for Ys to set up challenges and run those challenges end to end. all the communication that goes along with that, including leaderboards and messaging. And what we have found is and we're finding, I mean, the data is really, really strong, is that the adoption of points and rewards and challenges is really creating heavy engagement for associations for their members. We're seeing engagements grow, Dan, I think Dan's on the phone, like 5-10x in terms of just engagement touch points just by using those. So we're really encouraging associations to not only launch with schedules, but also get points and rewards and challenges and let their members take advantage of those, because it keeps them super engaged in the platform. So then in 2024, we have spent a good proportion of that really working on what we just launched, which is we call the YMCA 360 V2. Some call it the UI UX redesign. We're really, really excited about that. We kind of just launched it. It focused on an enhancement to the user experience, really, creating a personal, kind of a personalized experience for members when they land there. Their homepage is now customized to them. They have the ability to favorite their classes, their schedules, their favorite instructors. They have, as well as we've built a recommendations engine in partnership with Amazon. So now we're almost like acting kind of like their favorite streaming services like Netflix and Disney Plus, where when people go in and they watch content or they do other features, we can actually then do recommendations to them based on their watch behavior or who they are, what their demographic is. So we're really getting predictive in terms of how to get people to the right content or the right feature in the platform as fast as possible. So that has been that is a really, really exciting thing. And then if you go down, Tom, to the next one. Thanks so much. So in addition to kind of all those personalization features, we also upgraded with a few other ones as well. We created a feature called Quick Links, which allows associations to have members directly linked to some of their corporation areas that are not part of our app. For example, like if they wanted to, if they had a place for people to sign up for a job, for example, we have that on the top. You can see that in the image on the right. For careers or leadership or volunteer, it's an easy one-touch access to get there. We've really spent a lot of time also on the instructor side to create an instructor portal where instructors can put images and bios and really connect the user to those instructors and have them engage with them. So that's another one that's really taken off as well. And then just localizing, making sure that that the members have all the local information ready at their fingertips. I mean, you can see that on the left image. Not just the image of the building, but all their information, hours of operation, contact information, being able to switch between branches, things like that, and then be able to register directly for programs. They can click out and hit the CRM and do what they need to do there, and then get right back to our app. So we also the last one is we expanded our social media. So originally in our original app, it was just our social media that was there, and we would tell YMCAs to use our social media and copy what we have into their own. Now we present their social media. So when you see Facebook or Instagram or Insta or any of the other ones. We X and TikTok, for example, are all available to the associations that they can have that presence right there. So we spent a lot of time on this. Really, really excited about it. It's we're getting just amazing feedback on it, and it's pretty much recently launched. So that's available now to all members. Tom, you want to go to the next one? So in 2025, a couple things, just to touch on that we are kind of focusing on. The first one is an update to our schedules feature. We tried to put everything in the kitchen sink into it, but having close to 200 association partners, the beauty is we get incredible feedback from associations. We get them, with great ideas. So they come to the table and say, "Hey, can we do this? And can we do this?" And so we've kind of bucketed those up and kind of developed an update plan. And we're adding some, over the next month to 2 months or so, we're adding some great features to the schedule feature as well. The next one is messaging. So, originally our messaging platform was launched and associations could go in and they could send messages out to their association members, either by the whole association or they could do it branch specific. And that would mean a message that pops up in their mobile platform, just like, a lot of apps do, and a push notification as well, and also sends to your email. But it was only those two ways of doing it. And once again, our members said, hey, how do we send a message to a class, a group, a cohort, a group of people, maybe by demographic or by their likes, and what they like to watch, for example, things like that. And so we wanted to get more granular. So we're making those messaging enhancements, and now associations will be able to go in and message to different groups, all the way down to an individual person. So, and then finally, next slide, Tom. Thanks. And finally, the next one, the last one is what we call paid sessions. It is, most people in the Y think of it as, as a personal training feature. We've taken that personal training feature and we call it paid sessions because in our view, it's not going to be just about training, exercise training. It could be personal training for anything. I could be doing a cooking class. I could be doing, whatever. So we call it paid sessions, and we are in full swing on that. We launched and we have that completed with Traction Rec. So that has been done. So Traction Rec YMCAs can take advantage of that now, and we are now actively working on the rest of the CRMs that we have, and working to integrate this feature into those. So very exciting. A lot going on. We're excited about 2025.
Cool, awesome. Thank you, Mike. And if any association wants to engage with you to sign up, is there an email or a website that they can bookmark?
Yeah. Just you can reach out to support@ymca360.org, and we will get back to you right away.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Awesome. I'm just going to go through the last couple slides here, and then we'll hand it over to YUSA to go through their update. So quick couple deprecation reminders just for any of those wondering. Sorry, this will be a little difficult. Support for Lily Rose and paragraphs ends at the end of this year. What that effectively means is continue using it. Please continue using it. Stay exactly where you are if you'd like. There should be no implications to that. It just means that there won't be further support from the distribution. Virtual Y is also being deprecated, but you have partners like Y360 and others are out there that can help sort of fill that gap if you need a vendor to help sort of support that. You also can continue using it yourself. We know a number of Ys here use it for non-virtual classes that they will for virtual classes, but for non-traditional stuff, for lessons and conversations and things like that that are important within their branches. So you can continue to use it from that support, but that still exists. And then some community resources that will continue here as we go forward. The docs site will stay up for training and support. There is always, as partnership with that, our YouTube channel, which has a lot of good training videos for anybody who's struggling with content entry, GitHub, and Slack. So from that point forward, that's the end of it for the core team. I'm just going to stop the screen share and give the floor over to Tom Gardner.
Great. Just realized my camera view isn't all that great. Thanks everyone. Thanks everyone. I hope my little head view is okay. Let me start in recognizing what we've accomplished this year and thank the core team, ImageX, 5JARS, IT Care for all the updates, the new features that were added this year. This is not easy work, and we're particularly grateful for what they've accomplished this year, really culminating in the small Y template, which we're really excited about and think will be very helpful for small Ys looking to spin up a brand compliant website. In particular, I'd like to recognize Kylie and Stasia for their gift of getting things done. They are our project managers and they work tirelessly to herd the cats and to keep our projects and our commitments up to date. In the last 3 years, YUSA has invested $3 million in the distribution. And looking over the period, I'm particularly proud of what this group has accomplished. 3 years ago, we were in a place of transition. Y the North came through with a donation of Layout Builder, and we hit the ground running with that. And I feel great about what we've accomplished and what we've made available to associations leveraging the platform throughout the period. That said, this year's going to be a little bit different. I have not been able to secure funding for the addition of features this year. This year, we will be maintaining the distribution, keeping it safe. We will update to Drupal 11, but we will not be able to fund the addition of features. So I encourage you to feel comfortable with distribution and certainly take advantage of it. YUSA is open to having conversations about how we might approach funding differently, maybe getting back to the roots of the community. But at this point in time, the incremental funding of new features for this year was something that did not make it through the budget process. So I thank you as participants in this meeting for being here and taking advantage of the platform. I look forward to the conversations that lie ahead this year. Again, I encourage you to take advantage of what we have. And again, thank the core team for getting us where we are. And with that, I'll entertain any questions you might have.
And if you want to put any questions in the chat, we're watching that too.
Thank you for the recognition of the partners. Much appreciated.
Let's see, we have a question. Will there be more information about small Y template?
Yes, and you can send questions. If Tom, if you go back to the slides, to the one that had the link to where you ask your questions, you can ping that email address, and we'll follow up with you and do our best to answer all your questions.
Sure, and I'll put that into the chat again. If you want to email ycloud@ymca.net, we're continuing to monitor that, and I'll send you links and documentation as needed.
Other questions?
Hey, this is Stephen Abel from Western North Carolina. It's definitely an unfortunate update to hear from YUSA, but what does it mean specifically kind of for, say, like, future builds, say, like a website upgrade, what type of support, may that mean for the digital services team? And will we kind of go into more like silo work? Will there still be some like shared services? What does that really like look like moving forward with like the ending of this agreement?
What it looks like is we'll continue to have a smaller team behind the distribution. We'll maintain it. The distribution will be secure. You'll be able to use that email address in your contact points to ask any questions throughout the year. And I encourage you to leverage the distribution as you would have otherwise, and take full advantage of it. And then as we go through the year, and we see where larger conversations go relative to funding and maybe getting into growth mode again, we'll communicate that out to the group. But it's not a stop, and it's not no longer usable. It will be as is, safe and very usable throughout the year.
That just for the next year, like after that, it's kind of still up in the air.
Well, that's a decision that we'll make, right? If the usage is there and the utilization is there, and if we're bringing value, and actually if we hear a voice from the movement that, well, no, you got to do something about this, then we'll respond accordingly, right? So I would say that we are where we are, but we're not closing the door. And I feel like you do, right? This is not the conversation I want to have today, but it's a funding reality. And I'm a big believer in Drupal. I'm a big believer in this distribution. So we'll give it our best and be an advocate. But at this point in time, I can't tell you what's going to happen in 26.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Sorry. It was Tom Stereo.
Nope. Okay. Well, I did manage to get my camera right for the end of the meeting. Thanks everyone for participating. And you've got the email address. We'll be happy to follow up with you. We will be sending an email notification for all the regular participants that weren't able to be here today, and we're open to continuing the conversation. But yeah, we've got a great distribution, and it's there for your use. I encourage you to take advantage of it. Thanks, everybody. Tom, back to you.
Great. Yeah, no, thank you again so much. As Tom said, I'll continue to monitor incoming emails. So if you didn't want to ask your question now, or if you're watching this video after the fact, then please reach out with any questions you may have. Other than that, have a great December and a great 2025. So thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, YSA. Thank you, community. Take care.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care all.